we go. It's time for Warp Out Wednesday. I gotta make like a poster or something. I gotta make some marketing materials.
This is already pretty bad.
What's bad about it?
Everything. Trust me, if you can see it, you would.
Let me pull it up. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. There it is. There is you on a Fortizar. I can hear Discord just fine. I don't know. Can you not hear yourself? I can see it.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
I think we guess we got it, yeah. Maybe, you know, it's questionable.
Yeah, it's very questionable. Also, it still says we're at 2 viewers, but like I can see that there's still a lot of people in chat, so it's gonna take.
Actually, let me see what the chat. Oh, I mean, it's gonna take a minute to update, but let me see. Let me see who's in the list of chat. Oh, there's quite a few viewers. We got some people up in here. All right, yeah, fine, and beautiful. We got some people on the show. That was the beauty of Warp Out Wednesday, or Trash Talk Tuesday. You know, just having the viewers. Twitch chat. Or actually, you don't want to call it Twitch chat, don't you?
I mean, if I'm not doing it, it's fine. Someone else can do it.
All right, yeah. Well, okay, we'll do that. All right, all right.
I hate having to set this thing up. See, all right, I should do the smart thing.
And what would that smart thing be?
And just like set up multiple different things ahead of time. You know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back probably after this stream and actually like set up actual like scenes that are pre-ready to go.
You're liking not being an RC anymore. What does that mean?
I think that was meant for me. I mean, I'm not exactly I'm not sad that I'm no longer in RC.
What's RC?
Wrecking Crew.
Oh, did you leave Wrecking Crew recently?
My corp did. That's what happened. So we left RC.
Oh, you left Wrecking Crew, and now you guys are in NC Dot. Okay, and what were you? What corp was it?
We were. So I was in IQ300. We were part of Hero Coalition, or we were like Hero Coalition.
Yeah. Well, hold on. What corp are you in now? Let me just look at the EVE, I suppose.
IQ300.
IQ300. Ah, okay, that's the one. Yeah, so you just recently joined Northern Coalition, okay. And now to Loki, okay, so he's been in Banana Republic. Let me see how recent this was. Okay, Eve, who is giving me a bad request. It's so bad, Rapata. Bad about, there it is. Alliance. This is giving me character history. I don't want that. I want the Alliance history. Oh yeah, I don't even know anymore.
Okay. Now
It says you guys were in Hero. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna put a mark in the screen right now, so that now we can actually like, just earmark.
There you go. Yeah. Now we got who's talking. Warp Out Wednesday. Are we doing Eve? I mean, yeah. I guess we're playing Eve. I'm gonna talk to some of my core people on Discord. Just ask them. If I can move around a bit because we've got some stuff going on.
You know, Dex, if you want, you can. You should totally.
Scottish Dex. Is that Deximus?
Yeah, Scottish Dex.
Is that
the original? The original.
Wait. Eve? No. What's the Eve? Dex is Deximus, right?
I think so.
Oh my God. Oh. I know. Oh my God, Dex, come on the show, man. It's been so long.
Dex was the.
I missed you, man. We missed you.
He was the original. So back before any of this,
I
like.
believe he
years
was in
ago.
Volta.
Yeah, but years ago, he was, when I did Between Two Keep Stars, he was the original host of Between Two Keep Stars, so any Eve talk show
So
that
this
I
isn't
host-
your first show.
No, this isn't.
Oh wow.
And this, I used to do the whole Between Two Keep Stars, and Dex was like the original, the OG host, so now he gets...
That text is too small, he says. Who's that voice? It's me. It's Luigi Cadorna, my friend. It's the boy, your boy from Wingspan. Remember? He was in Wingspan for a bit. I remember that, and then I think he went to Blobsec after that.
Is it better now, Dex?
I mean, I can read it just fine. I don't know why Dex
I
can't.
I made it bigger.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, you know it's me, man. I'm back. What's up? Of course. How am I doing? I'm doing amazing, dude. I'm doing alright. Like, I'm getting back into Eve lately. I saw another like Trash Talk Tuesday-esque show coming back, and I was like, oh, I gotta be on it. And then, yeah, we're just having some fun with it. All right, on a smoke break. I got you. If you get some free time, do come on, man. Do come on the show, and let's hear you talk, cause we can talk about Eve. We can talk about non-Eve things. I don't really know. Any big news this week? You think?
I have no idea. No, let's check Reddit.
I believe Gal Mill had a moment. They lost their first what's that damn ship called? The Myrmidon. They lost their first or second
Let's say
Myrmidon Navy
second.
issue.
Oh, Myrmidon. I was
Something
about to
like
say,
that.
yeah, Myrmidons. I feel like those are.
The new one, the Myrmidon Navy issue.
So I'm looking at Reddit.
Right. So our first loss. Oh, okay, so they've lost their first one. That's all. It was killed to UCSC, Kildari Space Command. We could pull up the Z kill here. It died being piloted by Faruzan and Devalon, who is in a FW Corp, so that makes sense. I think they named it the Spirit of Sertholud or something like that. They had 17 kills. Wow. Wow.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Here's a post. So here's a rant. I'm gonna read this out loud, but I think being a is it still okay? I know my mic is notoriously low, but I have it set all the way up. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I have the stream muted so I don't double hear it, but let me listen real quick.
All right.
Oh,
I
yeah, it is
turned
kinda low.
my gain all the way up on my mic.
Oh yeah, it's a lot higher in Discord now, but that's alright.
Yeah, the noise levels.
But I think the stream might be better. I mean, I would have just turned up OBS a bit, but I don't know.
OBS
it's
is
alright.
maxed.
Yeah? Oh damn. Yeah, no, I guess you gotta bring up the gain.
Yeah, it should be better now.
No, you sound alright, yeah.
But yeah, so there's this post that I just saw on what was it?
Time for me and Kurama to get back to do some pro hosting. I didn't even know you did any hosting, man. Honestly. I didn't even know that you and Deximus
Yeah,
did
we used to
hosting.
have
That's
Between Two
that's so
Keep
cool.
Stars, and then
Yeah, that's so
Dex
cool.
Dex went off, and he could no longer do it because of his job. Then I had someone else whom I totally forgot their name, and then Spicy, who, as you saw firsthand, he has declared himself to be the host no matter what. So
Yeah.
any Eve related talk show I do, he's taken hosting rights. I was like, all right.
Even though he's not on right now.
I mean Vegas.
You were the pro hosts, yeah.
Yeah, Dex was OG.
Nicey, the one and only. No, Spacey is he's out in Vegas now, I believe.
Yeah. No, he's out at Vegas.
He's got the best like Discord profile picture.
He really does.
Straight out of I like it. Straight out of content. Oh my god.
I feel it too. That's
I need the
thing.
source. I need the source of that picture. Yeah, that's a good one. Jesus. So did you see the video I sent or what? You ever seen
I
that
did
one
not.
or no? You've never seen that. Oh my god. I mean, it takes a minute, but like you can watch it a different time because we're on the show right now. But it's just so good.
Also, Dex, we're in the same alliance now, so we can.
He's a badass Genku with Aiko. No, I haven't. Wait, what do you mean? I don't think I've been involved in any. I haven't been involved in any ISEC ganking. I don't know what you're on about, but I do. I have spoken with Aiko before.
Aiko killed one of my marauders in high sec and then tried to get me to pay.
Wait, no way. You joined safety? No. Maximus. No, you're in NC dot, but have you been doing some Oh yeah, okay. I see some. Heck. Oh my god. Yeah, you've been doing some of that. Somehow your sex status is still positive. That's what gets me. Yeah, I see.
All that ratting. All that nullsec ratting.
Yeah.
We all know it. Anyone who lives in nullsec is just by default a crab.
So is it that like Aiko took up the torch? Let me understand this, Des. Did she like take up the torch from James after like 2020 or so, and like started making just basically made safety, or it was S4.1? Oh my god. Well, it's still at 0.15, but it's about to go negative if you keep ganking. Oh, you know what? I thought about the whole ganking. I think we didn't talk a lot about suicide ganking. It's like a huge topic on r/Evo all of a sudden.
It's been
But
for
last week.
It's been for quite a bit, but we haven't really,
It's been for a bit,
talked
yeah.
much about it. I mean, I don't
Well-
think it's I don't think it's killing the game like everyone says.
No, but I heard a good idea this week about saying like, oh, maybe people with lower security status, shouldn't be allowed to dock in HiSec at like NPC stations.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would think it's a very good balancing factor because it kind of keeps gankers unable to just continually gank.
Yeah.
You can like biomass characters, but then, yeah, but
At
they
the
already
same
do
time
that.
too, like they could just anchor Citadel, which I mean, it would.
They already do. Yeah, but then that means that now there's like a bit of a threat to their operations.
Yeah.
And it also means they can be war decked.
Exactly.
That's a huge deal. Yeah, everyone
You
can
can
just war deck.
actually war deck and destroy their staging.
I think that there should be kind of like a soft way of forcing gankers to be under threat of war deck because they choose to be gankers.
However,
And
at
if
the
they
same
want-
time, there should be like.
Well, the other way is they can get clone tags and raise deck status, or they can spin up more alts. But then that means that now there's a damper on what they can do.
The thing is though, ganking is also like pretty hard, like just in general. So I think that if they're gonna do that to gankers, then they need to reverse some of the ganking changes that they made that made ganking harder.
No. I mean, like, I don't. Well, how does the ganking get harder? I mean, it's honestly, I don't think it's all that difficult when you have enough catalysts. No, I never said I wanted to nerf ganking out of existence, but I want to put more counterplay for HiSecers.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I figured if you don't let them dock in NPC stations, it gives them more counterplay, and it also just makes sense lore-wise.
well, so like there was this thing called hyper dunking, right? Which is where essentially you would just jettison catalysts out of a thing, and then you would just keep getting back in and shooting it, and that only worked on people who were totally AFK, which they got rid of that. CCP got rid of that, and I was just like, well, they're.
Well, how'd they get rid of it? Like, you can't enter a ship.
I
when you're
think they
concorded
did the
or something?
can't enter a ship.
When you're a criminal.
Yeah, or else it'll just get insta killed.
Well, I mean that makes sense. If Concord is on grid, they're gonna
But,
just shoot
but at the
you
same
again.
time, like I feel like they should undo that because that was used to gank people. That was one person throwing tons of catalysts against a dude who was AFK. Like, I'm sorry, but that should be allowed. Like, if someone's AFK and you're spending all this time to constantly board catalysts to try and kill them, like, don't go AFK from the game when you're undocked in a very expensive ship. I don't know how that's a hard concept. Like,
I mean, that's fair. How recently was this change?
it was a while back. Again, I don't.
I mean,
really
they
know a
usually
lot
they
about
usually don't
ganking.
go back on their changes, but I would hope. That
I mean, they went back
go
on
to some of them.
Surgical Strike.
They somewhat did. Yeah, they
Yeah.
like kind of rebuffed it. I remember when that happened. That was kind of a big deal. That was a big deal for us brawlers.
And it was like, oh hey, our ships actually have EHP now. It's like, holy fuck, I can actually do something.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the point of that was trying to reduce like TTK so that people would get like more hype fights, but at the same time
Well,
it kind of
at the same time,
quickly.
so from what I know is they reduced the tanking so that the response fleets. Basically, you could get in, kill a ship, and get out in nullsec, because every
Yeah.
time someone would have their ship attacked, they would have enough tank, and then Titans and Supers would land on grid, and it doesn't matter who you are unless you're bringing Titans and Supers to the grid to kill that thing. Like, it's essentially saved.
Yeah. Well, I mean, oh yeah. I thought the point of that though was just to kind of. I thought that was solved with the whole Sino update and everything.
CCP does so many. Will basically do all different kinds of things to try and solve
different
an issue.
little things here and there, yeah.
And it's a massive fucking mess. Like the game.
Oh yeah.
I've already accepted that the game is broken.
It's really weird place.
Yeah, and I mean,
Not really sure what to do about it. I mean, I it's because of short-term solutions. Yeah, no, you could describe it like that.
yeah, they do short-term solutions, but at the same time, I think like
They do a lot of it.
yeah, the game's in a spot. Rourke's broke the game. It's just
Well, you know what? He
I think it's
Spicy had a
better
nice
moving
idea. Spicy had some nice ideas.
yeah.
I think he had some stuff. Like a couple things, like passive income. He actually argued a pretty good deal for it. I would say I could go for that again. Maybe the Rorqual doesn't need to be buffed again, but maybe they should be a way to make money on a moon a lot faster and a lot more passively. At least for smaller groups.
Well, the thing is, a Rourke is a spaceship. Like what he was saying was, you deploy a structure that can be attacked, and then
Yeah,
that makes
so
you
that I would say the Athanor. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Athanors should remain structures, and they should just do the mining. I
Yeah.
think that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, and
because
that's
the Athanors.
That's what people have
instead
been
of
talking
pause.
about. That's
Yeah.
like a lot of people in Nullsec have been like, "Hey, listen, set it to where Athanors can make passive income. They don't make nearly as much as it would be if you were out there and actually mining it yourself."
Yeah, I would say there's two ways to do it. Like you can either, I mean, basically if people aren't doing passive income, they could just mine rocks like normal ore belts and stuff. But so basically the moon drill should have two functions. Either it can just drill out the moon directly and make some passive income, or you can pull a rock, which will take a couple days, but you'll get tremendously more income.
Yep, that's exactly what people have been arguing to CCP.
Yeah, no, I can actually see that makes a lot of sense for smaller groups because they could just choose to put a moon drill, like a passive moon drill, instead of a active moon drill. So.
I've been doing.
And then
Yeah, so recently I've been doing a lot of. Well, I've been setting up my PI, and PI is just all passive income.
Yeah, well, you know what? I would actually also argue that Athanor should reduce reinforcement timers.
Yeah, that would make
They
sense.
should have only maybe one timer, I'd say, for an Athanor, because that's the way that you fight over moons quickly.
Yeah.
Citadel combat mechanics have to change. I guess one thing, yeah, if you're gonna make the Athanor passively mine, drop it to one reinforcement cycle, and then for other structures, I don't really know how we make it more fun while not making it too overpowered. The problem is if you make it any more easier for the attackers, it suddenly flips. It's really hard.
Just have it pay for itself in a few hours,
No, but I mean for other structures, because right now there's a lot of Citadel spam. So there should be a way to get rid of Citadels, at least somewhat easily, if the defenders aren't going to defend. But it's kind of weird.
Yeah, they go abandoned eventually.
The problem, I think the chief problem. No, they'll come and defend it. They'll keep fueling it, but I think the chief problem is time zone tanking.
Yeah.
That's kind of the one thing that's killing structures right now. Because if you time zone tanking completely flips it in either the offensive or the defensive bias. If you take away that tank from the defenders, suddenly they're at a huge disadvantage.
Okay,
right now, it's in favor of the defenders. Yeah.
How are you going to take that away?
That's the question. Well, take it away as in make it a random timer or something. But then people would be like, okay, well now the defenders just don't have a chance, but also the attackers. I mean, I don't think it would be balanced because it could suddenly make it
Yeah.
like easy for the attackers to just wipe a structure out.
Yeah, I mean, because the way, I mean, I think I think structures, while yes, they're still in a bad spot right now, it's better. It is better than what it originally was. Um, it's still not great, but at the same time, you got to take the good with the bad. Um, I'm more of the I'm again more of the opinion of, okay, that shit's broken. It's now in an okay spot. Let's just let's stop trying to fix.
Well,
Let's stop trying to close Pandora's box. Pandora's box is already fucking open. There's nothing we can do about it.
No. I think we can make some changes. Like, for example, what made pause mechanics so good? Right, he was talking a lot about how pause mechanics were really good. How did it work with pauses? If you were bashing a pause, because I haven't bashed one in a long time, but if you do that, I think you bring it down to like 25% shield, and it enters a timer, and that's it.
Yeah, and that timer was determined by the defender.
Okay, and then you would have by based amount of the straunt in the tower, and then basically you had only one timer for every structure.
Yeah.
Okay. That wouldn't be too bad for what? So why did Citadels have to be all this complicated bullshit instead of just making Citadels basically just pauses, but with docking?
Probably because CCP wanted people to adopt Citadels before they took pauses out of the game.
But now we're at the point where we could potentially phase out pauses. I mean, they keep talking this and that about pause code.
They can't phase out pauses because the code is so bad. It's so intertwined.
No. Okay, they can talk this and that about pause code. Honestly, the best thing to do would be to literally just remove them from the ability to gain them. Like, they would remain items in the game. They would remain pieces of like programming within the game.
Right, that's the thing, but that would require taking out code. And
no, you don't take out code. No, the structures remain, but there's like basically you take away all the blueprints that currently exist within the game.
Right, but where you get the blueprints from, I think that code, they don't know how to turn that part off.
I sincerely doubt. Well, they need to start sorting out this technical debt.
I mean,
I think a lot of CCP's problems, and maybe more than we realize, are stemming from pause code.
Yeah, and well, no, like it's what you said. It's technical debt. Like CCP has come out and said, yes, a lot of the problems with EVE Online, and the reason why we can't do stuff is because of technical debt from, code.
They need to fix this. They need to keep the players at least happy enough that they'll keep playing without a major expansion, but they need to like.
They've had 2 years. They did that for literally the last 2 years.
And have they sorted at least some technical debt?
I mean, not that I know of. I mean, they've done some stuff to make the technical debt better, but
we haven't had an expansion yet, like ever since Pogben,
yeah,
right?
Well, but it's because they were doing quadrants, which nobody liked.
Quadrant? What do you mean?
Basically, they would choose a part of the game to work on for a quarter, for like a financial quarter, and then the next financial quarter they would then work on another piece of the game, but then they would never finish it.
Oh my god, it's so dumb. Someone help CCP, please. Someone. God help us. Oh my god.
Trust me, this, when I tell you this, I am being 100% sincere. This whole thing, I don't know if you've been in the community or like the Twitch streaming scene a lot, but like this has been what has been talked about ad nauseum for the past 2 years.
I know, it's so frustrating to hear it all the time. And it's so frustrating to keep saying it, but nothing gets done.
Which is why
I
choose to ignore it.
I want it to be that Citadels can be the only structures, right? But they are also better than they are now. Because I mean, look, if bosses were so good, why don't they just make it so it's dockable Citadels? No force field, it's just kind of built into the Citadel,
I don't
right?
know. I don't know, man. It's just frustrating to see it. Because it streamlines the game a lot. It streamlines so much more about the game. And you don't have to deal with pause code. Trust me, you are preaching to the entire choir.
Oh, you know what? I think I have a CCP solution. Just open source the game. Let the community fix their own bugs for themselves.
I feel like
I honestly feel like if you give anything to the internet, like programming related, they'll actually do something better with it.
I mean, that's why Unreal Engine is open source.
It's true. I think they should open source passcode. Let us fix passcode ourselves.
It's like have the community come up with a solution.
Yeah, literally just have them be able to look over the code, make commits, make suggestions, call out like, hey, this is stupid. Can we fix this? And like literally just fix. You could fix a lot of technical debt for free like that if you legitimately take the time to read their suggestions and like evaluate if it works or not.
The thing is,
test it
though, like,
out.
what's to stop another company from taking all the coding, and just like redoing EVE Online themselves?
There's that. There's that. Maybe, I mean, there's still licensure. Like, you can kind of say that there's a license behind it. Like, there's open source licensure that allows it so that you can't, like, steal it and just put it up if you're not, like,
Yeah, but this is
saying
also
that you're
CCP.
forking it. That's true. No, but then CCP, I mean, then someone just took EVE Online and tried to put it up as their own game, they could just say, oh, well, they could just sue for that, I suppose. I don't know.
Like, you've got a thing like Unreal Engine, right? Like in Unreal Engine, it's open source.
Yeah,
but also-
nobody's making a clone of Unreal Engine.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
because
How
there's
do they
so
do
many
it?
freaking people working on it, and it's getting updated so fast that you have to be the size of Epic in order to actually keep up with them. That's the thing.
No, I mean, if anyone's making a cheap knockoff, I don't think they're looking to actually keep up with the quality.
Yeah, and which makes it to where it's like, oh well, why would I use the cheap knockoff? Because
Yeah, I would actually say it's probably a non-issue because CCP has like this game. They have this player base. They have like I don't think anyone's gonna. I don't think if you started up another EVE Online today, it wouldn't work out, Doug. It just wouldn't. I don't think it's the kind of game that would market very well in this day and age.
if
at
you
least
do
to,
a
like,
better
new
EVE
players.
Online, you could.
Yes and no. The youngsters don't want to play games like EVE these days.
You say that,
At
but
least
there's a
that's what it
lot of
feels
young
like.
players in EVE Online.
There is a lot lately, I will say, but
It's
there's
just
still.
People,
But it's not, but EVE isn't on. It's not even on like the top maybe 100 of like Twitch, right? It's about getting Twitch numbers, and that's something that. I mean, people just. I don't know if people really want to watch EVE. There's like some viewers. There's a lot of Twitch streamers on EVE and stuff, but I don't feel like it's got that same pull that a lot of other games have.
You see, it could. It very well.
I mean,
could.
I
It's
wish it
just-
did. I wish it did. I wish people really.
Here's the thing.
gave
It's
EVE
got a
chance.
hook. It's got an interesting thing. It's just what defeats it is just the game itself. The game's got a hook. It's just and like there are all these new people that constantly try to come into the game. It's just they fall off very very quickly.
Yeah, but that's just part of the game's design. I don't think they realize how bad the game is from a technical perspective until they actually get into it already. That's usually they never really get that far in the first place. That's why I've been thinking like, a new EVE wouldn't work out well nowadays. Like it had to happen back then, and then nowadays we have to find a way to improve it for everyone, for the old players and the new players alike. Like if you made it so that you can't get SP, like a lot of people are against the fact that you can kind of buy SP now. And I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, if you want new blood, people nowadays don't want to pay 6 months on a subscription that they're not going to be able to play at all for those first 6 months of training skills.
Yeah, that's why the skill point injectors exist. Like I
Yeah.
think like
Well, now you have those SP that they're selling just almost directly on the EVE store, which I kind of for myself enjoy because I like to skip ahead skill training. I think a lot of skill training is I think something has to be done about the way skills work. I mean, they have to be a thing. Obviously, you have to keep people from flying certain things based on the money they have, but I think that it maybe shouldn't be so long, Or there should be some way to kind of speed it up more. Like they do skilling spree, but I just feel like that's not enough.
I don't really know.
I think there's a lot of potential left that's left for like additional active skill training. Like I like the fact that passive hat training happens. Like if you're not playing, you'll still get skill points. But like there should be more ways to get more without having to just buy plex and extracting and farming and stuff. I don't know. Simplifying skills. Oh yeah, also just a lot of skills just don't need to be there. That just exist to pad out time, and that's really dumb. Like advanced spaceship command.
Being able to make in-game ISK, and playing the game, making in-game ISK, and then buying skill injectors with in-game currency.
Yeah. I mean, there's that, but the problem is just diminishing returns.
Yeah.
They're just not like there should be ways that you can do it, not just by making ISK. Like it shouldn't. I think the problem is that the only thing to work towards is ISK in a game, right? In other games, while money is a factor, they also have skills, right? So what you do is you make it so that there's missions that are, more varied, more than just like, oh, kill one NPC, kill this kind of NPC. More interesting stuff, like maybe kill a player. I've seen a bit of that around, saying, oh, well, destroy a capsuleer ship and something like that. In fact, one of the very interesting suggestions I heard for dealing with ganking for New Bros, as I heard this and I thought it was actually a very interesting idea, is instead of kind of trying to protect New Bros from ganking directly, they should give New Bros a mission where they gank a player.
I mean that might be kind of difficult, but
it would be kind of
have
hard to implement correctly.
Or something.
Yes and no, because like a player but the important thing is that it will teach them what it's like to be in a PvP perspective, which teaches them the defense. Like nothing teaches you to defend yourself from as a target more than being the hunter of said target at least once in your lifetime.
Or they could have like a named NPC that is disguised as a player and makes.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. That could be interesting. Like show them. Tell them like, hey, let me take you through some piracy. I wouldn't say it's a good teacher of PvP, but it's about teaching them what ganking is, because a lot of them don't realize what it is, and then they get shot in high sec where they think it's safe. And I guess like a mission where it shows that it's not safe would be very good. Would be very good for new players, and in the sense that you can give them a job where they either gank a player or gank an NPC that looks like a player. Like the best way to teach them isn't just to tell them on text, on words, because how many people do you think were running the epic arcs that are actually reading the lore? People just want to get the work done. So
there is one.
Instead, give them interest. Yeah, I guess there's some people, but give them, give them something more interesting to do, and more importantly, you could do that. You could be like, hey, he's or you can make it so the NPC is on the gate or something, like something believable, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously the player would lose their ship, but that would kind of accustom them to loss, and it would kind of get them, it would something like that.
Make them have to find the NPC using
Yeah,
scanning.
I think the one thing they would do is that they wouldn't lose SP. They would maybe get like a special clone tag type item that they can redeem anywhere and just get some SP. Sorry, sex status. They can just get their sex status back real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Something easy. Also, Wernimal's in chat. Hi, Wernimal. Also, if y'all are watching, and you're just now tuning in, there's new emotes for the channel.
Yeah.
So
there's I believe there's a air career, the air career path that's recently come into EVE.
You mean that thing they've been working on instead of actual content?
Well, no. I welcome work done for the new player experience, but they also kind of need to give new players and old players new content.
Every time I hear that, we're doing a new NP, it's just cool. Tell me
I think there's enough for now, yeah.
Yeah, it's tell me. Yeah. Okay. Tell me when there's new content that I can enjoy. Otherwise, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm excited for supposedly there's a new expansion coming in, which it's that'll be fun. I don't know what's being added. I don't care. But apparently now I'm a part of NC Dot, and my corp is hey, we're gonna start doing stuff. It's cool. I'm still doing Warhammer things, so I guess I'll come back. I guess I can put Warhammer on hold for a little bit, even though that didn't end up happening, and I still very much spend a lot of time on Warhammer.
You play a lot of Warhammer. Yeah.
Because, you know, it's,
I mean,
it's a game that I can actually get behind and spend hours on.
yeah, I hate that we have to talk so much shit about Eve, because I love Eve. It's such a shame. I love
You
Eve.
don't have to talk shit.
Yeah, no, well, you kind of do, because it's not good. It needs work. It's not
It's
perfect.
funny, I literally started
And-
this. I was like, hey, I want this show to, you know, not be talking shit, to actually be like, you know, hey, like, good vibes all around. So, you know, yeah, let's do it. Let's do some good vibes.
Okay, good. I mean, I was thinking maybe we shouldn't have to just talk shit about Eve, but rather be more constructive about our criticism and ideas. That's why I'm giving ideas. I hate to just say Eve sucks, right? A lot of people are doing that. I always try to give ideas at least. And that's why I kind of thought about the ganking idea. And I was like, oh, it's actually a really good idea. Teach players to gank. Or not just to gank, but like to do PvP. Like, I think there should be more... Like, there's that soldier of war... Like, PvP takes a big backseat. In the career missions, in the air career program, and like the entire new player experience, there's not enough PvP.
Maybe,
So either they should encourage people to join a corp or to make friends in-game faster, or they should encourage them to like actually, you know, PvP a little.
I think what needs to
fight.
happen is that new players should just, the minute they start the game, they get a torpedo delivery.
No, I mean, well, we do offer Nubro SRP, and we do not mind delivering to Nubros, but you know, we want them to also have a taste of getting kills as well. Like, we want them to be able to fight. And it might seem like that's impossible because of a skill point difference, but maybe they can be thrown into a bit of faction warfare with novice plexes and stuff. I think faction warfare is a really good place to start.
Too bad faction warfare is still
Well,
waiting on that expansion.
I think that I think it's coming. I mean, there is. I think Delta Exec confirmed recently on the Eve Reddit that we're going to be getting an expansion soon, which is big news. That's good to know. That's good. It's good to hear. Good vibes, right?
Yeah, good
We
vibes.
might be getting an expansion, and that's really good. And something to be happy about in Eve, right? Isn't that so nice? We're happy about
know.
something.
It's like we're getting an expansion, and you know it's gonna be fine.
I think FW is going to be better. I mean, they finally gave FW some focus. That they're going to be building some new Stargates. That they're giving us some new Navy ships. Like there's going to be a purpose for FW. However, one of my only and biggest complaints, and while this makes sense lore-wise, this has always just been. This is kind of what's been screwing Gal Mill and Minmatar Mill like over for so much. Is you know, that you can't go into hostile. That half of HiSec becomes hostile.
Yeah.
And when Jita is the primary trade hub, it's a real big problem. Now it's too late to make Jita, you know, it's too late to move the trade hub again, right? As much as I'd love to bring it back to ULI, we can't do that. And
I
now,
mean, you could.
I mean, they
It's
can
just gonna make
encourage it.
people
They can
angry.
try and push it. But the problem is they kind of already embraced it with the whole, you know, Jita 4.4 is this
Yeah.
massive special station and everything. I mean, I think I know there was a reason that they removed the like those gates to ULI back in the day. Yeah, it would.
We would destroy
Well, because-
what's left of the economy.
No, but yeah, if you move it without like changing gates, yeah, there's gonna be it's gonna be screwed.
Or what you could do is you could have like more gates connect to Jita.
Well, I was thinking more gates connect to like neutral space,
And
so that
then
maybe
you
there's an
make Jita-
encouragement.
No, and then you basically say like, you know, lore wise, Concord has taken control of Jita.
That would be so wild. Actually, that would be so wild if you saw Jita, if you saw the whole constellation like Kimatoro flips to Concord outside of Caldari.
Yeah, the Empire's decided that since Jita's the biggest trade hub, that the Caldari should not be able to access to it. And
Should relinquish. I mean,
You've
if
got
they're
just
gonna
a
really give a
war.
focus on FW, that would be actually not a bad move.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean,
this big
flipping.
player event to see if the Caldari actually do give it up, and then if they don't, then at the end, like you know, if it stays in Caldari's hands, but you know, anyone can access it, and there's some different gates.
I mean, the funny thing is that if you were to legitimately flip Kimitoro to Concord, I don't really think people would notice.
Yeah,
I feel like we could get away with it. I think if they do a FW rework, they should just do it. Actually, yeah, we're making radical suggestions now. I'm thinking we should just flip the Jita Constellation to Concord, and maybe I'm thinking they should also just bump Abazon to 0.5. Because they need a way to get to Amar space, and then Jita. Right now, there isn't a bad way. I would say. I mean, adding gates that go directly to like other core worlds would be really bad economically. Like, you can't make a shortcut to Dodixie. That's stupid. Because now there's like no space trucking. But you can maybe find a way. I feel like there should be at least some way. Yeah, if Abazon 0.5 would fix Amar, but I feel like also a lot of low sectors would complain because they really like having Abazon as like a low cycle entrance, but I also really like having Niarja instead because I don't have to worry about going 20 jumps to stay in high sec. And I'm moving ships around, combat vessels.
that's a
That
the thing.
I don't want to. I don't want to be smart bombed. I just don't want to do that.
Niarja, though, you really can't get Niarja back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Abazon, if it bumps up to 5.0, is going to be just a new Niarja.
I was about to say
I mean, I always figured that the 0.5 system in the chain is a good idea. That allows it to gankers to have a specialized point to gank.
well, yeah, it's called
That's good.
it's called
But
Idama.
yeah, but that's only for Galente space. So Amar space needs some kind of reconnection to Jita through high sec, but not through at least low high sec or mid sec rather, instead of just low sec. Because low secers are just absolutely chomping at the bit to get kills at Abazon, and it just, I mean, honestly, it's absolutely killing Amar's economy right now. I mean, it has been for a while. That's just kind of a problem because I want to be able to buy stuff in Amar too, but it's not as easy as it
I've
used
been
to.
able to buy anything I needed in Amar.
I mean, there's still a lot left, but like, a lot has been shut down by
Also, I
the
need beer for you real
lengthening
quick.
of the route. Go ahead.
Keep talking.
I guess so, yeah. I gotta keep it interesting now. Headquarters is also going AFK. Alright, well, fucking let you know. I'm just gonna be talking. I would say you guys can join us on the show. Come on to the Discord. Right? Any takers? No? Guess not. I don't know. Maybe there could be some gates to, like, border zones so that you can kind of skip ahead. Not to make the route shorter or easier, but just to allow FW players to move to a central, like, powerful trade hub. Like, if you were to flip Jita to Concord, maybe there could be a way to get into Galente border zone from Jita or from another part of that constellation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just like have a way to.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't go straight to Dodixie, or maybe it's like a couple jumps away, but it's like
Yeah.
a nice good shortcut, and then maybe you can jump into the system that comes right after Abazon, after like a few jumps through. Well, I would say actually Caldari space. I would say yeah, if you just raise Abazon, that would be good. What you would have to do is that if you turn the Jita constellation to Concord, you would have to make somewhat of shortcuts to Minmatar and to Galente space. That's about it. Because it's already bordering Caldari space. So you just jump into Caldari, and then you can jump into Amar without an issue if you're fighting on Cal Mill or Amar military.
Yeah, that could
And
be.
then if you're in Gal Mill, you just come to Galente border zone, and then there's going to be a jump gate that takes you to Concord space, and then you can go and trade. You can buy ships, and you can supply yourself, and you can also just kind of play other parts of HiSec, but you will also kind of not be allowed into. Well, you just won't be allowed really into like the rest of Caldari or Amar space, but at least you'll be able to access the biggest trade hub in the region. I'd say that works. I'd say that works actually.
Yeah, that could definitely work.
I would actually like that. Yeah, I would actually give Faction Warfare a try if that were the case, because I want to fight for Gal Mill at least at some point, or at least want to try it out maybe. Like I was thinking about I'm thinking if they really do something about faction warfare, it might be a fun way to play Eve that I haven't tried yet.
Yeah. No,
But for now,
I'm all for it.
yeah. I mean, for now, the deliveries must continue, though.
So how has been the deliveries, the delivery game?
Oh, we had a wild. Oh my god. Oh right, huge news. Okay, last week we released Operation Red Giant, our original series. Have you seen it?
I have not. You want to link it in the chat?
Have you not seen the Reddit post? Oh my god.
Well,
And have you not seen the video?
I feel like since you being a guest, you should probably just link it in the chat.
All right, let's take a gander. Let me pull it up. Operation Red Giant. Give me a second. There it is. All right, I'll pull this up. This is a great video. It's on Wingspan TV. We got a second episode in the works. It's looking real good. And then also, just I don't know if it was last night or the night before. One of these other nights, we had a run-in. I had a fun little video come out on Fable's channel where we ran into 4 paladins and 2 maguses ratting in a C5 shattered. Or yeah, I think it was a C5 shattered.
Oh.
It was a red giant, so we were thinking, oh, we should like bomb it too, right? But turns out this is very interesting. As we were setting up to do a bombing raid, a bunch, like we're talking like 15, 20 bombers, just decloak in a bubble around these targets, and they just absolutely. We got it on video. It was super fun to watch. We just saw a bunch of bombers just absolutely obliterate these 4 paladins and these maguses.
Okay.
Oh, it was pretty wild. Yeah.
Definitely sounds wild.
Oh yeah. Well, I think the video production came out pretty good. One of my clips of me bombing will be featured in episode 2. It's gonna be pretty good. I'm pretty excited.
Fine.
We've already seen the intro. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, it definitely sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess
Put us in Twitch chat. Let's see what Twitch has to say. Give them the link to the Reddit post. They can read a bit on the context.
Wait, I lost it.
It's right there on Discord.
Found it. All right, I swear I'm good at this.
Yeah, I know you know what you're doing. I trust you.
Probably shouldn't. That's probably your first mistake.
You'll be fine.
I should really send last week's video or last week's stream to YouTube already.
Oh, are we keeping a YouTube archive?
I mean, we should.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, I figured that Twitch would do that for us.
Twitch doesn't. Twitch will eventually delete the videos, which is yeah. I'm not a huge fan of it. But it's just
I suppose so.
Kind of how it goes. I don't like it, but it's.
I mean, I thought Twitch VODs are okay, but YouTube just does do it better. I mean, honestly, YouTube. I'm surprised YouTube streaming hasn't taken over with all of the blunders that Twitch has just been putting out these days.
Could be worse.
I suppose, but also, you know what? What gets me about Twitch that is a feature on YouTube but is not on Twitch is you cannot scroll back during a live stream. But
What?
on YouTube you can. Yeah, you know on YouTube how you can scroll backwards on a live stream?
Yeah.
So you can like watch what happened like 10 minutes ago as it's going.
Yeah.
Or you can like rewatch a clip like while the stream is going instead of having to go into the VOD that's currently being made. Yeah, well, yeah, you just can't do that on Twitch, and I always found that really frustrating because I really like that feature on YouTube.
That is actually quite frustrating. What the hell?
Oh yeah, no, it's so nice, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the kind of shit we gotta deal with. We gotta do. Yep.
So I guess anything new with Wingspan?
I mean, that was kind of our biggest thing. We've just been doing ops, doing regular stuff.
I've been doing a lot of ratting recently. because now I'm actually in like not crap space, so I can actually go and do stuff, and like yeah, I can actually go and do stuff and try out beacons because so when crab beacons first came out, I wasn't in a, I guess, how do I say this? I wasn't in a good spot to do crab beacons, so it was essentially a, wow, I can do these things and die, or I can just not do them, because, I was in, Providence, and Providence is a pretty shit region.
Yeah, how is Providence these days?
I have no idea.
Block is gone now, right?
Huh?
Provi Block is just gone now.
Provi Block's been gone for a while.
Yeah. What happened to CVA?
They pretty much died a long time ago.
It's a shame. I kind of like the roleplay that's going in the whole NRDS and everything.
We're talking maybe two plus years ago.
No, it was like two. No, it was like kind of right around after I left. Yeah, like they were still Provi Block, but I think it was being propped up by Test.
Yeah, and then the whole war thing, and then RC invaded, and then RC took pretty much all the Provi, and then I spent 10 months in Provi. And then I was like,
why'd you spend so much time in Provi? Oh, because you were in Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, because I was in Wrecking Crew. I spent like 10 months in there, and then, and then Hero died, and so we went back into Dronelands, and so now I can actually do, I can do crab beacons.
Alright, Wrecking Crew is the coalition of the Alliance. Right?
Yeah. But they're right now getting their shit kicked in by, some low secers and some other people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the coalition influence map is looking kind of concerning for it's looking a bit concerning for Tranquility. What's with Imperium pushing so far into like Esoteria and Paragon Soul?
Oh, they did that after the war.
Yeah, well, no, it's because Dracarys is not part of the Imperium. Yeah.
Again, there was a big war that kind of made that into a power vacuum, and then Fire was like, "Oh, we're just gonna take over the entire."
It's kind of interesting. Yeah. I honestly found it kind of interesting that Red Alliance is back. They were out of the limelight for a while. What happened with them? They're back now all of a sudden. Now they have a coalition behind them.
Yeah, RMC. Red Men.
Yeah, Red Alliance. Yeah, Red Alliance. Red Alliance was the Russians, right?
They were never really that good.
No, but like Red Alliance was like the Russians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're like, they were gone for a while. I remember they used to be very early players of E, but now they're like, then they disappeared for a bit. I don't think they had a lot of SOF for a while.
Yeah, no, now they've kind of just been chilling there. I think when Legacy sort of took over that entire spot, everything there kind of got vacated.
Oh yeah, no, because Legacy, it's kind of, well, now it's kind of interesting to see how where Legacy used to live is now been kind of retaken or reformed by a different coalition, like Fire now just kind of holds that whole region.
I mean, Fire's still Pappy, but they're much less competent.
Rebranded, yeah. Now you got Razor, Valkyrie, Legion of Death.
Yeah, and they got
some new names here.
They got their ass blasted by goons, and then Pappy had to come down and save them. But then they still got ass blasted. Then goons pushed super far in, and then Pappy declared victory because it's like, oh, goons left. It's like, no, they just got bored.
No, you have to hold it. Yeah, you gotta hold it, man. No, they were saving face, man.
Yeah, it's like wait a minute. It's like you guys lost a bunch of shit, but then goons decided we're bored now, we're gonna leave, and you're declaring victory. It's like that's not how that works, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like you basically said, oh, we survived. It's like, congratulations.
It's supreme mismanagement. Well, it's funny because they didn't survive. I mean, what really gets me now is that Test is gone.
I'm not talking. This is the wrong war. That you're not thinking about that war. I'm talking about the most recent thing where goons, where Fire was hosting a bunch of PanFam people, and Fire went and goons went in, and it's just like, we're gonna go and destroy Fire until they make they essentially make PanFam leave. And then they did that, and then PanFam declared victory. Because, quote unquote, it's like, no, Goons got bored.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, maybe that's kind of the trick, is just let them fight, push really hard deep in, and then they get bored because they just keep kicking ass, and then they leave, and now you're left alone, and now you can rebuild your defenses.
Yeah, but
Like if you deny them fights, that's actually not a bad
that's
idea.
not fun.
That's true.
that-
Not fun for
that's-
you either.
that-
But if
that-
you're also
that's
gonna get
acti-
your ass kicked.
That's actively making the game worse.
Yeah, yeah. But when you kind of need to keep your alliance alive, it's a bit rough. I will say that it doesn't look like there's a huge. I mean, people talk about a big blue donut and all that stuff, but honestly, seeing just how much of a patchwork of colors there are in the alliance map, it looks like there's still a lot of room for alliances to make some headroom and grab some Sov. I honestly wonder how hard it is to ninja take Sov at this point.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got you've got fire where they just want to keep gobbling up regions to create renters and all that stuff, which is just dumb. I hate the whole rental system of just gobbling up regions and gobbling up more than you need.
Oh yeah, no, like renter. Well, that's kind of died out though. I think as of late, there's not a lot of renters left.
You look at fucking Red Menace, or not Red Menace, but look at Fire. Like all their Sov. Like they were just taking regions upon regions, and they didn't fucking need it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they want to take Sov. It's kind of what you're supposed to do, I suppose. What? Damn, Brave got small. Brave got like shrunk.
I mean, they're actually pretty decent now. They're actually surviving on their own.
Yeah, well, no, but now they're in a new coalition. They're in the Braver Trash community.
Yeah, but
they're basically with WeForm Blob, which has taken a lot of headroom, honestly.
Yeah.
Volta and Blob have done very well.
Well, Volta is Blob.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to the different alliances.
Well, one alliance is their main alliance, and then the other one is just all their crabbing and Sov holding.
Well, no, because Volta still holds Sov in that same region too.
Yeah, but they're the strictly PvE. We're good in PvP. We're good at the game, whereas Blob is like the new bro, big.
Yeah.
Will take anyone.
Okay. I've been wondering how life is in Nullsec nowadays. I mean, isn't ninja ratting really possible now? Because how much of Nullsec is just dead and empty?
Yeah, it's but nobody does it because ratting's shit. It's shit.
Yeah.
To your income.
Did they just nerfed ratting really bad in Nullsec?
Yeah, they nerfed all types of income into the ground.
Damn. I think he's right. We need prosperity again.
There's
We need people to come out and make some more ISK.
Yeah. Again, if I were to go into all the bad stuff, I'm just the next time we have when we have Loki on, I'm just gonna let Loki just give you the lowdown.
Oh yeah, no, I want to hear what he has to say nowadays, because 2 years ago it was very different.
No, you will. You'll hear what he has to
Yeah,
say.
no, I actually want to hear it. I want to see Loki come on. Why is he? Can he not make it today?
Well, yeah, he's in Vegas.
Oh, he's also in Vegas. What is he?
Yeah, it's E-Vegas.
Oh, E-Vegas is this week.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it was they were just out to Vegas in general.
Yeah, no, this is.
What the fuck is happening in E-Vegas this year, though? I feel people are kind of pissed off lately.
People go, they see their friends, and they get drunk.
That's true, I suppose.
it's that's.
It's more than just It's more than just Eve, I suppose.
It's literally people don't go because Eve. They go because they see their friends that they've been playing internet spaceships with online, and then they go and they drink. There was last year when there was absolutely no CCP involvement in Vegas. There were just a couple of devs there chilling. It was still a lot of fun. Because again,
have you ever been?
Huh?
Have you ever been?
Yeah, I went. I went last year.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it was literally the fact that there were no CCP events was fine because everyone just went there to drink and hang out with their friends anyway.
Yeah. I've been to Vegas, but I've never been to Vegas. Yeah.
If you want to spend a weekend with internet space nerds, then that's
I
the
wouldn't
place to
mind,
do
but
it.
the problem is I don't really have time. Like I have other things going. I mean, I can kind of miss a week of college though, actually, because I could just learn everything online. I feel like I do actually have more of a chance to like miss a week nowadays, but it's a lot to deal with, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
But also the problem is, yeah, they want to play. They want to meet their friends they play internet spaceships with, and they want to get drunk. And the problem is, I don't really drink, so you know, that's kind of not a big partier. Yeah. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I don't know. I manage to have a fun time every time I go.
That's true.
So. Yeah. That really. You got anything else you wanted to shoot the shit about?
What do you mean? What are you thinking nowadays?
Huh?
Wait, what are you thinking right now?
I'm
Sound
not
like you
thinking
had
much
something
of
in mind.
anything.
That's all. But what else do I have to shoot the shit about? What other interesting ideas of Eve? Where's my SO? Oh, you know what? Did I mention this last week? That I found out the AT ships are being refreshed.
They're being refreshed?
As no, not like that. I mean, like the rewards are being recycled for the next AT that's happening this year.
Oh. I mean, that's kind of cool. Are they actually, like, going and getting, like, the old,
Yeah,
really
they're
cool
pulling. They're
models?
bringing back the Freki and the Mimir for this year.
Ooh.
But I'm kind of pissed because they haven't finished every fire faction yet. We still haven't, or not pirate faction, but just faction in general. Like we haven't seen an SOE. I want to see an SOE AT ship. I really want to. People are probably gonna be wondering why I'm just so obsessed with AT ships. I just love AT ships. That's all. I just think they're really interesting. I really like ships. Like I appreciate the ships of Eve. I think more than just any other mechanic. I just really love the ships. They're so cool. Have you been flying anything interesting? Let's ask about that.
I mean, I've just been flying stupid expensive ships in nullsec because I can now.
Oh, what are you flying? You're flying Rattlers?
Yeah, I've been flying a Rattlesnake. I've been basically just doing that. I want to save up for a Marshall and then actually just go and rat in a Marshall because I can.
You're gonna rat in a Marshall?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because I can.
I mean, but it's just you could just rat with another Blops. You don't even need a Blop. You could rat in a Marauder. It's just better.
Or I could rat in a Marshall because I just have big. Like if I really want to go big dick energy, I can just undock my super.
Yeah, just go super ratting.
But like a Marshall though, because a Marshall looks sexy.
I mean, I just really want to fly a Marshall though too.
Exactly.
But I want to fly for PV, but not for PVE. Like I want to fly for PvP.
I mean, I'll drop it on PvP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we do a roam or something?
It'll just be ratting fit.
Should we just fleet up, grab a bunch of friends, and just do a roam or what?
We could, but it's also like it's gonna take.
We gotta needle jack. Well, I have to needle jack in because you're already in nullsec, and I have to go bring a Marshall. I have to somehow bring a Marshall into nullsec without getting killed.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
I mean, we could just covert Sino it. Oh, you know what I found out the other week? Okay, I found out Pakven is Sino immune. Why?
Because then big factions, big
okay,
entities would bring in their super
Have
fleets.
they ever thought about banning regular Sinos but not covert? Let's get some Blops in there, right? Honestly, I was so pissed because I was thinking about planning like a Blops
would be really cool.
where we don't bridge players, where we actually just bring Blopses, just battleships, right? And we go into Pakven. Like Pakven is unique in the fact that there's no gates going directly into Pakven. You have to wormhole in, or you got to take a filament. That would make more sense for Sinos than anywhere else right now.
That would.
So that's why I'm so disappointed that they just kind of cut off Sinos, because I feel like a covert Sino would make a lot of sense. Like regular Sinos, or for capital ships, yeah, you should just be kind of only for low sec or only for null sec. And in Pakven, it should be a bit more like wormhole space for regular capitals, where you kind of have to build them in there. But covert Sinos should be able to be lit, so you can bring people in from high sec, And you can also, well, you can bring people out of POC-Ven right now, but you can bring people in from high sec, low sec, null sec, as long as they're close enough light years wise, they can reach POC-Ven in a more convenient manner that doesn't need like filaments and everything, right? I want more jump drive mechanics because it's such a expensive skill points wise. I'm training. I mean, the last level of a jump drive or something. Jump portal. I think it was jump portal generation. Point is, jump drives are a lot of fun. I think they can be. Just like I want to see more opportunity with that. I don't know.
I totally agree with you. I think.
There should be more ways to move with a jump drive. One of the things I hate is that Sinos are such a point of contention, and that jump drive is such a point of contention because you can use it as a force multiplier. Like, right, you just light a Sino and you just bring a billion ships that just kill you immediately. Like, I want the ability to maybe a different type of Sino, one that brings you in to a location, but maybe puts a cooldown on your weapons. Like, you can't lock, you can't fire, you can't attack or anything like that for a bit. So you can use that as a transport tool, as a way to drop into a region or a certain location, but is like less, or maybe it's something that is more allowed in other parts of space, maybe.
Okay,
Damn,
so
not keyboard though.
yeah, no. So I just saw this post, and it made me just like, why? So
What did you see?
Huh?
What did you see? Is this on r/eve?
It was veterans. Why do you actually camp low sec? It's just like, wait a minute. So now people.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm just like, so wait. Now people are actually angry that people are PvPing in low sec. It's like, holy Jesus Christ! Like, it's what? Alright, so I'm gonna read this out for the stream. Okay. My account is literally 20 days old, and I was getting bored of doing 3.5k bounty sites and Abyssal, so I tried nearby low-sec combat sites with full attention to D-scan whenever I could. In both instances, I lost 80 million ships to cloakers or crazy-fitted insta-warp jams, which I can't negate because alpha. T3 ships probing and warping at 0. In both instances, their first registered corps were something like 2007 or something comparatively crazy. Veterans nonetheless. I'm never leaving high sec again, thanks, but at this point I'm genuinely curious. Why would you actually cloak 150 km away from a combat site or gank a combat site or some other shit? Zkeelboard says I dropped nearly nothing, and it's not like 80 million BC fitted with T1 or on a 20 days account and some random 2-member friend corp posts a threat to your milsim roleplay corp, so why bother scanning it for it or camping for it? It's like,
it's literally a case of like, why aren't you checking local? You're in low sec, dude. Like, if you're in POC-Ven, different story. But if you're in low sec,
it's almost like that. It's like, I saw it, I'm just like,
what gets me is saying I'm never leaving high sec again. Like, come on, man.
It's like, all right, well, have
play the
fun in high
game.
sec.
Maybe don't rat. You know, that's what I keep saying. They keep advertising new bros to do too much PvE, too much mining. Teach them PvP. Get them to fight.
Or make it easier for people to like make money so that they can fight. Like
I'm sure, yes and no. No, but when you tank all the income streams down the fucking drain, then what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So, like, there should be ways, like, a lot of big corps give you free ships to fight in their fights, right?
Yeah.
So maybe encourage them to go and meet other players, to learn from other players. Like, I've seen a lot of posts on EVE from new players. Oh, like, you know, how do I learn? Like, what's the best way to learn EVE? And I mean, obviously you hear like experience, you hear like, oh, do the career agent missions. It's your corp mates, man.
But also, like, r/eve is also like not the place where you should like really be trying to get.
No. If you're a new player, please
stay away from r/eve.
Make friends. EVE is a social game. Don't play EVE by yourself. It's so depressing.
Yeah. Well, and it's like some people, it's like, well, you know, EVE should be able to support that type of gameplay. It's like, should it though? Like.
No, it's not. It's just not meant to.
Yeah,
it's not the point. The point is for you to have fun.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that solo ratting, solo mining is fun. Even if like 4, 5, 6 accounts, it's just other games for this. Honestly, like, this isn't what EVE is for.
Yeah.
EVE is for the people.
It's like Eve.
I can't play Eve alone. Like I would hate it. I would hate it.
Yeah, I don't play Eve alone either, but it's like Eve is a game. Eve's a game where you're supposed to make friends and it's PvP, but then you're literally angry because you went to a PvP area in a PvP
it's like going
game.
into the wilderness and then complaining about PKers. Like, what the fuck? Have you ever played RuneScape?
It's like, what do you mean? And it's like, oh, well, I never want to leave HiSec again. It's like, okay, have fun in HiSec.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I want to take that man's, like, I don't, everyone wants to shit, obviously, on him, like, for that kind of thing. I want to take that man's hand and bring him into, like, wormholes. I want to teach the man to fight.
You just want another torpedo. You want to make him into a torpedo delivery agent.
I mean, I could do that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I want to teach the man to fight. He deserves to be given a chance to unleash his true glory as a soldier of fortune, right? That's how the Air Career Agent spells it out, right? Soldier of fortune. Let him, like, get him to fight. Get him to PvP. More incentives for new players to try fighting, because there's still a lot you can do as a T1 player if you know what you're doing, and you gotta just get good. You gotta get some skill. You're gonna lose some ships, right? But to the new players out there, go out and fight. Either fight or bait or do something interesting, like with other people, because that's a lot of fun. That's why I'm kind of okay with like group ratting. It's like fun. That's why I like incursions. Incursions are really good too. Like, you know, you can go and if you want to do PvE, like do it with some group of people. They could teach you a thing or two, right? You know, honestly, more new players. I mean, yeah, okay, actually, it's kind of expensive to get into incursions though. I'm pretty sure like the cheapest warp to me fit is like a couple $100 mil ISK because it's battleships. But
Someone posted, one of the comments was, while I agree it's been happening since then, however, it's gotten worse and worse. That's not to even mention the HiSec ganking, which is out of control right now. It's like, HiSec ganking.
I mean, safety's a new, kind of relatively new thing, but like code has been around, and they're just code with a new name. That's really it.
Literally. That's
I mean,
actually what they are.
It took me a minute to realize that Aiko Danuja's I don't know how to say her name. Her profile picture, right, is basically the Alliance logo for safety.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a good callback to fucking James 315. They'll always, you know, that whole thing.
Yeah, and James 315, like, James is considered the true savior of HiSec still by safety.
What happened to James?
He was done with the game.
I guess he just disappeared. I wonder, honestly, for a man of his power, a man of his power level. Yeah, I'll say power level. Yeah, like he's got a lot of clout, and it's kind of a big deal. That's my take. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think.
Also, I need only 5 more followers before I can do the whole Stream Raiders thing. I'm so close.
That's good. That's good news.
We're so close, team. We just got to make it to 100. Once we make it to 100, I can do Stream Raiders, and it'll be glorious.
Well, we've only got 3 viewers. I think we're gonna need more, or at least. Well, hold on. Is that just Twitch saying that, or?
That's just Twitch. That's so how the viewer thing works is it's kind of interesting because it says there are 3 viewers, but there's a whole lot more people in chat.
Yeah, but it's only like 10 people. You're still a ways away from the 100.
Yep, but we just need 5 more people to follow. We're so close.
Oh, followers.
Yeah, followers.
I see. That would be something. That would be interesting.
Yeah. And then so the next step, and this is the plan to make my stream the best stream in all of New Eden. So the plan is get 100 followers, then do stream Raiders, stream more Eve, then become Eve partner, and then world domination.
Yeah, good old Eve partner, man. Gotta get to that golden ticket.
Then we can hand out
shit.
Yep. Then we can hand out cool skins, and I can get 5 accounts paid for.
That's true. What kind of benefits do they give you?
Skins, to hand out, and 5 accounts worth of Plex
5
each month.
accounts? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's actually a
Per,
bit. It's
per
a,
account? That's wild.
no, it's just a base 5 accounts. Enough Plex for
Yeah.
5 accounts each month.
Yeah. But how much? How many? So what's the requirements? You need 100 followers?
I think it's like. I think
Bit
it's
low,
streaming
if you
for
ask
3
me.
months, which
Streaming for 3 months. Okay.
and have Eve be like a part of your streams,
Yeah.
like dedicated significant time, and I think have like 40-ish viewers.
Okay. So
So-
we'd have to get. Yeah, we'd have to make the show a bit bigger, but that's fine. We'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, Eve Vegas is also happening too, which is
That's true. Vegas is
really
kinda
putting a
filling
drain.
up, yeah. Well, we'll be back next week. It'll be good. You know,
Yeah,
it'll be
we'll
a
actually have
next week,
Loki
it'll be
on.
good. We'll have Loki on. I'll honestly ask him if he can hit up some of the old people. If we can get Redline. We can get some of the other old people from TTT. That would be kind of fun to hear.
That's
kinda
it.
wanna
I've
see
hit
that
up
come back
Redline, and
again.
Redline has said that he's quit Eve, and it's like, okay,
He's quit Eve,
yeah,
but how come he's still the CEO of Corp? Like, what is he doing?
he's not the CEO of a corp.
He's the CEO of your Corp, no?
No, Redline?
Oh, you meant Redline.
Yeah, Redline's not the CEO.
Oh. No, I was talking about Loki. I'm
Oh.
sorry, I thought you said Loki quit Eve.
No, I
I'm sorry. My
Redline.
head.
Redline's the one who
You
quit
said
Eve.
Redline? You said Redline? I'm sorry. I swear I heard Loki. I don't know why.
No, I
No, okay then. Yeah, Redline. So Redline quit Eve.
was about to say, that. And
Yeah,
I'm,
no, my bad. No, that's me. That's just me. My ears. I don't know. Something's wrong.
That, and I'm pretty sure
Really
if I posted about me taking over the new Trash Talk Tuesday or Warp Out Wednesday.
Well, it would be kind of cool to see Redline still come back and just talk to us about it and like some of his experiences and everything. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't know if he'd want to come and talk about Eve after he's quit playing.
Maybe. I mean, here's the thing. I would not be like, I wouldn't feel comfortable posting, hey, y'all should come on my Eve show in Cesspool. But like, if you'd be willing to do that,
I'm not still in their Discord.
you want it. I mean, we can change that.
Is it still up there?
Yeah,
There's no way. Oh, let me
Cesspool
see
is
it.
still a thing.
Oh god, I fucking remember it. Send it. God, I haven't been there in a fucking hot minute, dude. I would say that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're not running the show anymore, so it's like, well, now they're New Eden Post, but even then, I don't. Think
I mean,
Redline, if
that's-
Redline doesn't play anymore. Yeah. I don't know, man. So you used to also be on the show. You used to also be on TTT.
Yeah, I mean, I used to like, what was it? Between Two Keep Stars used to be their Sunday show on New Eden Post,
Oh, okay, I see.
but then
Oh,
I
so
stopped
this was
doing
like
that.
between the last 2 years. Okay.
Yeah,
And now
then-
they've just named the server Cesspool. Okay. Redline. Yeah, there he is still. Well, now it's a bot. Capsuleer of the year.
yeah, it's
See
still
any people I recognize? Yeah.
it's still going.
You know what? I do wonder what's happened to Munapun.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Munapun. Oh, he was one of the small ganger kind of people. It was fuck. I don't know. Maybe they're still here. Oh, or Rich Richmond.
I'm pretty sure Rich Richmond was.
You remember Rich, right? At least you remember Rich.
Yeah, he was kind of
Does he
annoying.
still play? I
sometimes.
fucking miss Rich. No, he was fun. He was so much fun to have on the show. Oh my god.
Yeah,
He was so much fun. I would love to have Rich on the show.
I think he was one of those Eve players that played Eve, did it for like a year, and then
He was like a small ganger.
Yeah,
He
and
was,
then
like,
became
trying to talk about how
important
good
somehow.
Small gangers were. Yeah, no, it was because of TTT. He kind of took over the show for a few weeks because of
yeah, and
remember
then
remember when they did the whole Richmond report thing?
yep,
Gag.
and then
That was so much fun.
and
I
then he
was on
started becoming a name on.
Yeah, because he was like talking out against the. It was like there was this big anti-null block sentiment.
Yeah,
the
and then he became and then he started becoming a regular on TIS. Did that for
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
did that for a little bit, and then
He
like
moved
he
up,
ended up
yeah.
running some of the TIS shows, and then he kind of just you know.
I think I reached out to him one time and I asked him if I could join his corp. Like, if I kind of wanted to try flying with him back then.
Yeah.
But I don't think he had spice, and that's why I ended up going. I think with Moonapoon. But then I just got bored of Eve, and I was just like,
It's weird. So
unfortunately, as soon as I joined Moonapoon's corp, I got bored of Eve, and it like looks really bad when you like think about it. But then I just explained, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but like literally right at the time, I figured, okay, maybe I should try something different. Eve. I tried something different. I realized I just don't really want to play Eve right now, and then that's when I did my 2-year kind of break.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like so the one thing I've noticed about Eve is that you'll get like community members who will just spring up out of nowhere, and then like they'll be super relevant, and then just like
disappear.
Yeah.
No, but that's what makes Eve so interesting. Like,
And
it's
they,
so fun to kind of move up the.
But and they won't like, they'll have very little experience with the game. Like look at Redline. Like Redline, he was still a relatively new player.
He was still pretty. Yeah, I remember he started the show like pretty early.
He started and he's just like, yeah, no, I've only been playing for like a year and a half, and meanwhile I'm just sitting here. It's like I've been playing for a decade.
Yeah, I was older than him as a player.
Yeah,
that kind of baffled me. Yeah, that's
it's just like there are all these. It's like there are all these players that are considered young players, and then all of a sudden now, like, they mean.
But I like how they're contributing so much to the game. Like they're making a lot of discussion. Like,
I mean, yeah,
it's not just dominated by veterans. That's a good thing. Like, there's a lot of unique stuff to be talked about.
But like, there's also like almost no veterans. Like no veteran players. I mean, yeah, there was TIS, but TIS like nobody plays the game, and now it seems to have shifted back to where now it's like
it's really dumb.
So now like the top Eve streamers seem to be like, you know, they're more veterans of the community. They know what they're doing. They're like things seem to be coming back into like order now, like how things. Yeah. Where things kind of make sense, and you'll get the pop-up people, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be.
Yeah.
Where like people would just get like instant fame because they were very loud on a talk show. Which I mean, I guess is just like life in general. So.
Yeah, I guess so, but like. Redline is still talking a lot in Cesspool. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about maybe inviting him on. I want to see if.
I mean, I tried inviting him on.
Yeah, did you like DM him or something?
Yeah, and he said that he doesn't play Eve anymore.
Oh, so I guess he just doesn't want to come on. That's fine.
Again, I'm not stopping you from posting there and being like, "Hey."
No. I'm not gonna repeat it. No, if you already asked him, like.
Well, no, not asking him. Just like asking the general entirety of the Discord.
I would rather just run it through him at that point. I would just either ask him, hey, is it alright if I, go around asking some people?
Oh, I didn't run that by him.
Yeah, no, that I would basically rather be like, oh yeah, but can I at least invite, like, can I talk about my show on the Discord, or, I don't know, maybe talk about the show? I don't know, we'll see. I want to see if Loki can at least bring some of his friends on, or just bring some of the other people, anyone he knows.
I mean, the people that Loki knows, I know.
Yeah, no, I know. We'll try and bring some more people. Let me see if I can do anything. It would be kind of interesting if we can hear maybe something. It would be kind of cool to hear like something of a retrospective from Chancer Bean if he's free, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm all, listen. If you want to bring people from Wingspan TT on, I'm okay with being with the Wingspan of. I am okay with being dominated by Wingspan TT.
No, but they're usually odd delivering. Like, there's a lot of people in Employee Lounge right now, but I don't think they want to come onto a talk show right now because they're probably busy doing some delivery.
You could ask.
I suppose. We'll see.
At the same time, though, it is starting to get kind of late, and I might be, and we're.
Yeah, I gotta. I mean, it's already 10:42. We go for like basically 2 hours, a little less, I guess.
Well, we've gone for an hour and a half, according to this stream.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, no, we're good. I think we're good. We can cut it off here if you want. We can end it off here.
It was definitely a very lax show. That
It's just Vegas. I think people will come back. Yeah. Maybe I'll go link up with some old people that I know. I don't know. Let me see. Is Moonapoon still in that server? Actually. Let me see if Rich Richmond is at least on, because
I would be surprised if Rich Richmond's still
I don't see Rich. I don't know if his Discord name may have changed. Let's see if Moonapoon. No, I don't think we have. I don't think Winapun is still on. I haven't. Their Z kills have been a bit dead since I've last seen it. Like, let me see Rich Richmond his Z kill. Oh my God, fucking. See the goofiest name too.
I know.
It's so good. Yeah, dude, the Richmond report was like the best thing.
It was.
He had last played in February, where he had lost a lot of ships in what looks to be probably like some kind of Citadel bash.
Oof.
I think so. Yeah, it was part of a bash or something that he'd lost ships. So I think he had stuff docked up in a Citadel, and not his Citadel, but some kind of Citadel. That's why he has all these deaths and like cheap ships and stuff by like the same guy. He had last gotten a kill in like 2021. Yeah. No, this is like in a wormhole. Yeah, this looks like the remains of a bash. He had last played like last November, so yeah, I think he stopped. As for
Rip.
Winapun,
Well, I think we're gonna cut it off here. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the show, and you want to stick around, I'm probably gonna be going and maybe doing a bit of VR stuff. I don't really know.
yeah, play VR, my guy. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
What do you play?
VR chat.
Oh my God, no way. I have one too many hours in that. I've got a Vive Focus 3. Oh my God. What are you playing on?
I'm playing on an Index.
I tried it out one time with another buddy. It's actually very nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I started out on like a Vive Pro Eye with the eye tracking, and I did get it to work inside VRC.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty wild. Oh my God, it was the most wild thing. It was the biggest flex for like a while until I kind of stopped upkeeping it because I had to keep like kind of updating the mod and everything. And now mods are gone, so it's it's kind of moot, I suppose. But then I picked up the Vive Focus 3, and it was just, oh my God, you've never tried a VR headset until you tried that. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's funny because anyway, I'm gonna end the show right here. So
End the show. I'll talk to this after the show. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the show, please consider following. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to always bubble wrap your Keepstar and be wary of.
He's right.
Be wary of
and
what was
be
it?
ready for torpedoes.
Yeah,
be ready for torpedoes. We'll be around.
Yep. Be ready for surprise torpedo deliveries. Remember to always bubble wrap your Keepstar.
Hit us up on our website. Get our order form. Make some orders. You want torpedoes? We can come for you, for real. We can get you some torpedoes. Just make an order. We'll be right there.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, we're gonna take a short break, and y'all fly safe.
And cut. I guess. Is it still rolling?